My last talking about the Boston Celtics, but I'm gonna get this one in. And I did say both of the, when I did videos and commentary. But the Celtics were underachieving. I like their head coach, Inca, the head coach for Boston Celtics. Umar is the truth, but they are a schizophrenic team. And Jason Tatum, right now is overrated. Looks more like a broke. Look, he's on the Paul George. Like I'm almost not quite superstar, not there. Jalen Brown plays good, but they just too streaky. It's a shame that Jason Kidd can't come back from the grave and get into youth and play modernized point guard because he would have been something with someone like him. But I'm gonna tell you something, Jason Tatum. You're not Paul Pierce, and you're sure not Larry Bird. You're not a leader. You're not Bill Russell. It shows. Not John Havlicek. It shows. Not Dave Collins. It shows. And you're not, even though he didn't live long enough to showcase, I have was more respect with Reggie Lewis's game. Rest in peace. I'm just telling you what I see. Dennis Johnson. I can name guys who played for Celtics who came up big. That was embarrassing. And just the fact that they lost 4. They lost some games at home in the postseason. Remember, if you grew up a certain time, going to Boston Garden, the ghost of Boston Garden, they would haunt you. You just knew you had because you had to go against the refs, the fans, the whole nine. You had to be something to beat them on that floor. But this Celtic team, I was like, what in the world? So, were they overrated? Yeah. They're one of the worst finals teams I've ever seen, if I'm honest. I mean, yeah, they played good enough to get there, but then it's like scratching my head. I told you already my take about my Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum kind of similar. Jimmy Butler comes up big in some spots, not big enough. They need a real star in Miami, superstar. They would have beaten Boston's behind. If Giannis had half a hand beyond Drew Holiday, they beat Boston too. If Chris Middleton playing, I'm just saying something because I know Kevin Durant, they got him on the hook, and Kyrie Irving was discombobulated mentally, and that was all they had. But Golden State showed you what a team can do. But the Celtics were overrated. And it showed. I'm not so sure they get back. I mean, if they do get back, what they gonna do? Because they this love affair, we gonna offset it and play tween guard. We need ball handlers. With they style, Al Horford probably played the best ball of all them cats, to be honest with you. And Marcus Smart flopping and acting and flopping like he's some frog. I mean, it was comical. Like Klay Thompson could throw him like that on the ground. I mean, Williams played hard. I watch, they play hard in spots, but they're not a championship team by no stretch of the imagination. No stretch. They should be happy to get runner-up. Because I am a fan. If you can get runner-up, you should be happy because that's not a championship team. They got the right head coach, but they got to do some major tweaking. They really do. They got to get that point guard. They got to get a real shooter. I said get Ray Allen off the sidelines the other night, put them shoes on. Because I think Ray would have known how to battle against Golden State. But Boston just looks scared and timid. And they lighten the cakes. They're more lighten the cakes than they got light in the head. They got bullied by Golden State. Believe it or not, Steph Curry and them took their lunch money, their milk money, and their dinner money. And handed it to them and said, this is how you do it on the upstage. So, yeah, the Celtics were overrated. And that's all I'm going to say about that season. Yeah, they should be happy they were runner-up because they did a lot better than they should have. But then they got to the finals. And you can't lose all them games at the crib. And get your pockets pulled, too. Anyway, please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. And the one thing I will say, they got a better coach than Brad Stevens, by the way. Because Stevens was all he doing was milking it. And they'd have been knocked out in Eastern Conference Finals at the most. I'm out.